Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Very warm welcome to you all. Long time no see. It's been about 2 weeks since I took the hiatus, and I'm back now. Two reasons that I said I will not be back on YouTube. The first reason that you're very well aware I gave 2 weeks back is that I wanted to spend some time on myself, the research that I've been embarking upon, my friends, my family, because that's very, very important, maintaining a work and life balance. The second reason that I said and I showed if there is any change in the outlook that is required in the markets, I would come back and I would give a statement in regards to what we have to do. If I don't come on YouTube for 2 weeks, you know the two reasons very well. When I warrant that if a change in the outlook is required, I will come back, which means that there was no change in the outlook. Point number one. If you missed me, please let me know in the comments, let me know in the likes. It would mean a lot to me and my team. But the infrequency will remain for some period of time. I'm again assuring you, if there is any change in the outlook that is required in the markets, I'll again come back, give a statement, and help you with what we have to do. But unless and until I do not come on YouTube, my personal opinion, my personal views will remain intact. I'll let you know what they are in this video, but they will remain intact. Please do your due diligence. I do not want you to follow anyone blindly, whether it is me or anyone else. You are the master of your own thoughts. You are the master of your plan that you will be about to execute in the future. I will give you one piece of advice going forward in this market full of uncertainty, full of utter confusion, if I would like to call it. Let's open the charts of Nifty. What about Nifty on Friday? Absolutely confusing, right? Everyone thought that the pain was over on Thursday. On Thursday, on Wednesday evening, when Fed Chairman Powell he came and he exerted caution and how American government is going to be increasing the rates sooner than expected, and I think 2 rate increases in the next financial year. That did sound caution. I will advise you one thing. I will advise you to follow not the European markets, but follow Philippines and follow India. Because anyone who is concerned about taper tantrum, India and Philippines were two markets affected badly in 2013. So if you want to be concerned about the taper tantrum, again, I'm not saying it's happening, but if you are concerned about that, these are the two markets that you need to be concerned about. Understood? The dollar index, absolutely ravishing. You can see the daily chart, how as soon as the Fed Powell issued his statement, how the dollar index has been ravishing on the upside, which obviously means the commodities are going to do bad. You've seen how the commodities have been faring, how metals were down 4.5% in India on Friday, how aluminium, gold, everything is down. Dollar correlation, you should know the logic by now. Crude oil, another very important factor that needs to be tracked. You've heard this from me 2 weeks back when I was on YouTube, how increasing crude oil will put pressure on the Indian markets. Dow Jones, what happened to Dow Jones? Let's talk about that. Dow Jones is already tumbled from 35,000. It's currently at 33,000 in the last 1 week or so. You're seeing underperformance happening in the American markets. Why? Because it's at the all-time highs. And you can expect such underperformance to happen. Even when Nifty started to hover in the territory of all-time highs, you do start to get some kind of, you become cautious because that's uncharted territory and people try to become risk averse in that periods of time. But what the plan is what to do forward. What can we do forward? The funny story is right now how the markets in India in the last 2 hours on Friday, how they surged higher about 200 points, 15,500, how they went to 15,700. Everyone would have entered position on the long side, and how the American markets closed 600 points down, how the Indian markets, SGX Nifty, has closed about 180 points down. What a trap. What a trap. I'll give you one advice before I move on with this video. I'll give you one advice and one advice only. I don't know what your position is, whether you're long, whether you're short, or whether you're neutral. Whatever is your position in this market for the next few days, because right now the most important event, there's no important macroeconomic event, just some small companies' earnings are left before we start the IT earnings in July for the quarter one. But I'm just saying there's one event which is the Reliance AGM, right? It's only one event which is very important in this week. So Reliance, being the heavyweight of Nifty, is going to uh, really have an impact on the market. And don't forget what happened in the last AGM. You know, hosting an AGM in during such times, no one knows what's the idea. Is it a very good news? Is it a very bad news? But what is the news? Be cautious. Advice now. Whatever position that you're holding, long, short, neutral, have a stop loss and hold that position. No one knows where the markets are going to go. Everyone has their views. You probably are aware of that. You guys have been on YouTube for much longer than I have been. Everyone has a different view. All I'm saying is use your mind, whichever side you're on, have a stop loss and be there. The problem that we're facing right now is because of the increased volatility. Because of the increased volatility, people are switching sides. And because of switching sides, they're not able to earn on any side. Just follow this piece of advice, have a stop, and maintain that view. Let me backtrack, right? Ever since I've taken a hiatus from YouTube, let me backtrack and let me pick up from where I've left. And then let's see, as you all know it, YouTube is a source for me, as a feedback for my performance that I've been delivering. My journey aggressively started on 19th. Very interesting picture of myself. This is a picture I clicked in Stockholm, Sweden. Put it about 2 weeks back on my personal handle. If you haven't followed my personal Instagram, you can always do that. I give a lot of hints and advice on personal Instagram. So make sure you do that. About 1.5, 2 weeks back, I uploaded a post. I said, I had a fun ride on my Voi. So Voi is this company which handles these electric scooters in Sweden, in the European countries. And I said, I had a fun ride on my Voi from 14,900 to 15,800. Time to reconsider and recast. Not new words. You heard on Telegram. If you follow me on Telegram, if you follow me on YouTube, if you've been doing it for the last 1 month or so, you've heard these words from my mouth. Let's reconsider. Let's recast how we booked private banks, how we booked auto companies, how we booked NBFCs, right? We have been doing that. We haven't been becoming greedy. The most important part is we haven't been becoming greedy. Then I came on with my video, which was, I think, the last video I did, the last 30-minute, 40-minute video I did. People missed my 30 minutes video, so I'm here with you now today, delivering with that 30-minute video. I clearly mentioned on 6th of June, when I came on YouTube last, I said very, very clearly, outlook for June week 2, it was in the title, cautious in 15,900 to 16,000 zone. Alerted caution. When I said, I use these words, I said 0 to 15,800, be bullish. 15,800 to 900, cautiously bullish. 15,900 to 16,000, cautious. You remember these words? They aren't today's words. Some people will come to me and say, you're giving this sermon just because you're seeing Dow Jones is down and you can say whatever you want, but I'm already sitting in shorts. I took shorts, 15 lots, July expiry on 3:29 p.m. Friday. So I very well know what I'm doing. So what I'm telling you right now is not something new. If you are new on my channel, my advice would be, please watch my last 3-4 educational videos that I've done on the market outlook. Then you will be able to form a link. Otherwise, you will be just lost in the sea of the information available on YouTube. Please do that. So we exerted caution at 15,900 to 16,000. I again came on YouTube. The next day, 8th June, 2 days after that, I said, can we sell the markets without taking short exposure? Does anyone remember this video? I gave a multi-bagger idea. I said, buy information technology, 27,110 was the current market price. And right now, Nifty IT is 28,500 plus. Does anyone remember Naukri.com? When I came on YouTube about 1 to 3 weeks back, I said, Naukri, I've never been so bullish on a stock than Naukri.com. Let me know if you have that stock. I said, you guys have technicals, I have something else. 4,500 was the price he bought Naukri, trading around 5,000 plus now. Good 10% return in a market of panic. ITI came. I said, let us not short the market. At this point of time, we were at 15,750. I said, we will not short the market right now because still there is risk. I said the risk reward does not look good right now. It only looks good at 15,900. If I zoom in, do you see one level on the screen? 15,880. I'll come to that in a bit. This is one level I've already given to you on 8th of June 2021, 15,880. I'll go forward. We made huge money in IT stocks. I clearly mentioned, if you follow the Telegram as well, I clearly mentioned, please, if you have 1 lakh rupees and you want to put into IT, don't buy one IT company. Diversify between all IT companies because you never know which will give the move. We bought TCS, Infosys, Mphasis, Naukri, HCL Tech, Affle India, everything. Tech Mahindra, LTI, LT Twins. Affle didn't perform. I've asked to book losses in Affle India. But again, I'm expecting you didn't put everything in Affle. We diversified. So the loss in Affle has been compensated to a very better extent by the profits in the other IT companies. Already TCS and all are plus 7 to 8%. Infosys is already close at lifetime highs on Friday. So we're doing fine in that aspect. 15,880 was the first time I asked you to remember this level. Then I came on, I uploaded a video, WD Gyan Master Course. I uploaded this video. Very few people, some people didn't understand. And you are not supposed to understand. Again, some people said you don't have any knowledge what you're doing. You have nothing, no idea, nothing. And it's all, forecasting. You can always see everything working in the hindsight, right? Got all these comments, nothing new for me. You always get criticism when you do something which is extraordinary. And at this point of time, there were some people, a lot of people, who really understood what I said. Some people were always fixed on the idea that Devang, you're not telling us the entire thing, no point. I always said in this video, I said, what I'm telling you is enough for you to excel in the markets. You know what is 15,880? Anyone? I'll show you. Look at this. 15,880. April 20 bottom to the 12.5% retracement. 15,880 was the exact level that came. The level that we went short on. Go back and see that video. What I have given in that video is enough knowledge for you to understand how markets will function. Don't keep questioning. Watch that video again and again. You will understand what I'm talking about. That is when I said, you need a good risk reward. 15,750 was not a place to go short. You needed to be in that 15,900 zones to actually take a shot in the market. And that formed a good top. 21st Jan, I'm getting a lot of questions. 21st June. Let me tell you right now, 21st June has no significance to me right now. Please, everyone knows what these seasonal changes are, but we're already starting to see the seasonal changes in stocks much before 21st June. It's already played the role. 21st June, markets will crash and all, please. I do not have any such opinion. If they do, fine. But I have no coverage on such dates. But yes, June 23, July 23 are dates of significance to me, which I will come to later when I come to these dates. Further on, I'm trying to form a link between everything that I've done in the last 2 weeks when I was absent. 15th of June, whoever is a member on Discord, whoever is the mentorship client, was clearly mentioned. Even on Telegram, I'll show you. Plan going forward. We'll be using every 50-point rally in the market, accumulating short exposure. SL is 16,000 plus closings, accumulating till 20th June. If we require change in the plan, we will let you know. But I said on 15th of June, it's in front of you. Even on Telegram, it has been stated very, very clearly. If you haven't seen that video, go to 15th June on my Telegram, listen to this voice note. When I said it's enough, 14,900 to 15,880, it is enough. 15,880 level comes again. To 16,000 is a zone of caution for me. Start partial booking of profit. Realizing profits is very important. I was never ever greedy to go to 16,000. I booked a lot of private banks. You all know the list. I'm very transparent about what I do. And then the market started tumbling. 15th June was the high that the markets have made. 15,880 to, so I think 30, 40 points plus minus. That was the high that the market made on 15th of June. From that point of view, I remember still some people, a lot of people, I've been doing a lot of polls on Telegram. I said, the cautious alert, has it been helpful? I was happy that 6,000 people watched, 77% people were cautious. I'm very happy about that. Further on, a couple of days back, I again sent an alert on 17th of June. I said, do you remember exerting caution at 15,880? Are you careful? I'm still happy. 54% of people said, yes, we are careful. I'm happy that you're careful. Because if you are careful, you are sleeping a good night's sleep. You're resting a good night's sleep. And that is what matters to me. The opinion that I've had for the last few days or the last 1 month from 19th of May, when I got you in the rally, and I also told you, I have not even shifted a degree. And when the market started to plunge down, we were right. I'm happy. I'm thankful to all of you for the support and love, for determining, for being a source of determination for me, for delivering. I'm thankful to the gods and the markets for obliging my analysis. If you have been on the right side, if you have been enjoying the analysis, please let me know in the comments. Please hit the like button. Let us reach more people and let us help more people. A lot of people asked me, Devang, what happened? You were becoming bearish after 21 days, 20 days. It happened. I didn't change views. You can always have criticism, but I love criticism. I love criticism because it's whenever I see criticism, I am more and more determined to prove that person wrong. And I have done it again. What to do now? What to do now? That's the biggest $1 million question out there. What to do now? I'm again telling you guys, we have to exert caution. 15,880, the highs I think that we have been made. 15,901 was the high that the Nifty has made. That's a very good high. Okay? Respect it. Respect it for some period of time. Let me explain, what's going on. Some people are a lot of worried. Let me again start off with where I started. Have an opinion, follow that opinion, and do not change that opinion. Have a stop loss in my mind. All you need to know is what is my plan, right? All you need to know right now is what is my plan. What is Devang Mehra personally thinking in his mind? Let me explain. I have taken 16,000 puts July. Now going forward, my focus is to play a positional trade. I have also, a lot of people have missed me on the options front, and the entire rally that happened in the markets, I was very active in the equity front. That's why you've not seen Devang active on the options front on Telegram or on Discord. But a couple of days back on Instagram, I mentioned Devang Mehra is coming back to options. DM is coming back to options. I've had a good week. You're aware of what I've done if you follow me on Instagram, but I've had a decently good week. My plan is very simple. I am going to hold my view with a stop loss, which is again 16,000 plus two closings, because the markets are in the middle right now. This is not a place where you can take a trade right now. Please understand. I will show you a 1 hour chart. What I'm trying to say. It is getting complicated now. The volatility is massive. Just imagine what's happening. Because of, a lot of people are saying, because of the SBI card bulk, the block deal that happened, markets have, rallied up 250, 300 points out of nowhere, out of extreme panic. No one was aware. No one was alert of that point of time. At the same time, there was the FTSE rebalancing. I have another content. There was FTSE rebalancing. 21st June is the date when the FTSE rebalancing gets effective. 18 June was the last date to do all the necessary changes. That could another be reason why the FIs have given so much inflows. FIs, long they've come down from 88% to 70%, they've already come down. They are being cautious, but they're also buying in the cash market. There's utter confusion. That's why I'm saying maintain a view and have that view until your stops are taken out. Point number 2, I've already given you one method to trade. I'm giving you some methods to trade. Please listen to it very carefully before you come to the final conclusion. I have already explained how you have to play the W in the time of panic. If you are an intraday trader, you can go long. I have no problem. But for a positional trader, I will again and again advise, do not go long. If you want to go long, wait for lower levels. I will guide you when to go long, as I've guided you when to go short. But right now, you're in the middle. How so? 450 support, 880 is the resistance. You're in the middle now. The level I gave you, 15,600, I said, as long as that is being maintained, you stay bullish. But that level is being broken now. Yes, we haven't got a closing. The day we get a closing below that, panic starts. Some fear starts in the markets. But even right now, can I go long at this point of time? You can't. The stop losses don't add up. Try to take a position at a resistance or at a support. If that does not happen, try to sit out of the markets. If you're a beginner, if you're an amateur, try to sit out of the markets. Volatility is massive. I'm again and again telling you. Every single day, 1,000 point bank nifty, 300 point nifty is not something you can take. Follow my capital rule. 1/10 of a capital on a trade only. If you have a low capital, 1/5 of a capital on a trade only. Do not overshoot positions. Please. Right now is not a time to be aggressive. The time to be aggressive was 4,900. We bought aggressively at that point of time. But right now, be careful. Be careful is what I'm trying to say again and again. Dow Jones has not been doing good. S&P not doing good. Nasdaq fine. IT is remaining strong. SGX Nifty going down a lot. The dollar index forming a double bottom on the chart. Crude going up a lot. You can see how the Bitcoin is tumbling. Obviously, it's the competitor of dollar. So you can see how they are relating. You can see how the European markets are going down. German markets and the French markets, Spanish markets, and everything is tumbling. You know what happened? When the American markets were shooting up, I think 1.5, 2 months back, I remember this thing I was doing. I said, the COVID-19, the local cues were holding Nifty India back and American markets were at high. I said, when the COVID is over, then we will release this weight and Indian markets will plunge. It will surge to the lifetime highs. It will catch up with the American peers. You know what's happened now? The American peers are actually dragging the markets down. The American peers are the ones that are dragging it down. And Nifty, because of American markets, because of something we call inter-market relationship, its Nifty is also coming under pressure. You can't expect Nifty to go and break lifetime highs if the S&P 500, if the Dow Jones is plunging down 2% every single day. That is not what I'm going to believe is going to happen. Even if it does happen, I'm not going to play a part in it. You have to be very concrete in what you have to do in the next coming days. Reliance AGM is going to be a very, very important trigger. Very, very important trigger. What's going to happen? What to do now? I'm again telling you 15,900, a very good zone for me still, 15,880. My shorts that I've accumulated, I will have a stop loss, not 16,000, 15,900 plus, any two closings. I would like that to be my stop loss. Point number one. If I get any rally, 100 points, 70, 80 points, I'm hoping I do because I want to add more shorts. I'm hoping I do. If I get a rally on the upside, 70, 80 points, 100 points, I would again like to accumulate shorts at this point of time because my stop losses are very, very small here. But I would not like to add a short here because I'm already in a short and I don't want to add shorts. Let's say further markets opens up here. I'm not going to add any short. Maybe I could do intraday longs. That's fine. Longs for me will remain intraday. I am remaining the same view. I'm not changing my view. Longs for me will remain on the intraday basis. Let us say markets again come down here, 450 levels. Massive support, right? You can see over here, markets have tested these levels again and again in the recent past. What to do? I can again take some kind of intraday or 1-2 day long here. Surely I can do that, but I will do that in July 1st week expiry, not in the same expiry. My goal now is to play a positional trade for the next 15-20 days. That is my goal. Please don't come to me and say, I am again and again saying, do your due diligence. I am playing a position that is my risk, but you should be also comfortable with what you're doing. I am very comfortable with what I'm doing. I am using rallies to go short. I'm personally hoping rallies come in so I can go short. Because if the markets are coming down here, I can't go short here. And neither can you. You can't go short on the falls. You have to go short on any unreasonable rally that comes in the market. Even the intraday view, what's the intraday view? See, if the markets want to go up tomorrow, they will have to open in the upward range. If they don't open in the upward range, anyone who has bought the market again gets trapped. Everyone who's bought again gets trapped. If the market opens gap down again, it is possible that the markets come to test these lows. 15,500, 550, very important supports are there. I'll give you one piece of advice. Try to play options like a futures contract. Try to do that. What do I mean by that? I'm holding a 16,000 put. My cost is 400 rupees, which means that break even will be 15,600. So I am more or less in a futures contract, but in options. So if I go down 200-300 points, I make 200-300 points of premium. But I'm not going to play out the monies. This is not the time to play out the money because everyone is confused right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But if I'm wrong, I don't lose a lot of money because I have too much time in my side. I have 45 days on my tide. So I'll be comfortable. If I need to change my view, I will surely come and alert. But as of now, I do not require any changing of view. The date I'm interested in right now is July 23rd. I've already given that date to you. If the view holds, July 23rd is the day where I will try to buy. If this view holds. If it doesn't, I will let you know what. But right now, I would like to execute my plan till July 23rd. That's my date. So I hope the plan is very, very clear from my side. Again, what are the technicals? What are that? Again, I'm well versed with my technicals. You are aware what have we been doing. One very important thing for intraday long. Let us say tomorrow again markets panic. One very important thing. Let us say tomorrow again markets crash. Fine. Don't buy at the bottom like that. Please wait for W. I've told you this in 2-3 videos now. In the last live market updates. Wait for W patterns. Let's say markets 15-minute chart, they crash down. They again start to come up. They will again try to come down. First pullback gets aggressively sold into. Then you have to observe, am I breaking these lows or am I breaking these highs? If you break these highs, that is where you go long. On intraday basis, that is where you go long. Enjoy the intraday momentum, and maybe if you get a great momentum, again short on the upside. Again add positional short on the upside. I am personally doing that. Okay. I'll show this to you. How is it happening in the current past? We'll see this example. See this example. Markets plunge down. They again come back up. First pullback, get sold into W. Above this point, aggressively buying. Same happened even with Bank Nifty. Observe. It's happening every single day. Markets plunged down. They came back up. Aggressive selling. When they broke this is where you get buying. If this happens in the future, you need to know what to do. Look at this example over here. Markets came back up. Very big gap down. Market came back up, aggressively sold into. Did I break the highs? No, you can't be aggressive long. W didn't work. Look for W patterns like I've just taught you if you want to take intraday longs. If I want to take some positional long, I will wait for 450 levels on Nifty, not otherwise. Risk reward doesn't work. Maybe one day 50-60 point market goes up, let it go up. I'm not interested to play every single move now in the market. I've been very active in the markets for the last 1 month. I need to take a break here. So I am not interested. And as I said, I respect my money. The understanding that I have looking at the charts, looking at the markets is that some kind of weakness prevails. Some kind of weakness prevails. I do not want to give you any false hopes. I do not want to tell you that their markets yahan se 16 chale aayega. I don't want to give you that. I've already told you this year markets will give you good highs. But again, do you have the time? If you're sitting in the next week options, it doesn't matter if this year markets will touch highs. You have to see what your time is. Does it mean you book portfolio? No. Partial booking needs to be done on rallies. Don't book portfolios on falls. Markets, even in a bull market, fast and furious corrections happen. You heard this line again and again. So in this fast and furious correction, the pullbacks happen. Book profits there. But don't book your entire portfolios. I'm again telling you, end of the year markets will give you good highs. But that is end of the year, or maybe in the autumn season when that starts, but not now. Not now. Wait. Play the market along with what it is doing. Wait for further price action. Wait for further confirmation. If you want a conservative view, 15,600 is still like a very big defense. As long as you're staying above that, you're still, okay, bulls have one last hope. But the moment you start to dip again below it, there is going to be caution needs to be exerted, is all I'm trying to say. My plan is clear. I'm not a person who hedges. If you have been following me the last 1-2 years, if you followed me, you're very well aware of it. I go either in one direction and I have a stop loss. I'll take a stop loss. As I said in the start, I either take a stop loss or I'll go with my target. But it's important I play in the July month expiry, end expiry. I'm again saying don't go in morning tomorrow and short. I'm again saying that you have to be tactful. You have to be tactful. Find areas very close to resistance to short, or if the market comes down, find pullbacks, aggressive pullbacks to go shorts. Be tactful if you want to play the fall. Positions are being built on the short side. It's visible right now, but be tactful how to play the short. My personal stance is sell on rise. It has been since 15,880 has been touched. All the haters earlier who were hating and saying markets to abhi bhi upar hi hai, you have got your answers. I don't need to prove you anything. I am sitting on the side. I am doing what I am doing. I am trying to follow the sell on rise approach. And I will continue to do that for the next 1 month. That is my plan. Again, depends upon how fast the markets fall or how slow the markets fall. Repeating myself again because people keep on making mistakes. Don't come in the morning and sell. Be tactful. Rise pe sell karna hai. Low pe sell nahi karna. Saying it in Hindi so that even others are understanding. Observe the dollar index. Dollar index keeps on going forward. You know what to do. Markets will be under pressure. Emerging markets like India and Philippines will be under pressure. Watch the crude oil. IT companies remaining strong. Very happy about the profits we're sitting on. I have booked partial profits. Portfolio remains. Nothing is changing. Hope my view is clear. If I require any change in view, I will come back. In 2 days, 3 days, I will come back. I will try to also come back on Wednesday so that I can give you an outlook what to do on Thursday. I think Thursday is the AGM of Reliance. 2 o'clock, if I'm not wrong, is the AGM of Reliance, which is also the monthly expiry. See how two events are coinciding. That is why I'm saying June 23rd is an important date. A lot of things could happen. Let us say markets fall for 2-3 days. I could maybe try to buy for 1-2 days in the July 1st expiry while also holding my shorts. That could be a hedge I could do. But if I do that, I will let you know. One more important thing, doesn't mean you short every day. ये भी बहुत important है. If I'm holding a July expiry put, doesn't mean you short every single day. It is also possible market fall down and 2-3 days goes up. ये भी हो सकता है. So that's why I'm holding a positional view in the money. So I do make some money eventually. ठीक है, intraday longs you can do. I have no problem. Find the W patterns, do intraday longs. But positionally, my recommendation is you should remain in a sell on rise. Consult your financial advisors. Do your due diligence. This is my personal views. My positions are in front of you. I don't have to fabricate things. I will keep on updating as and when I keep changing or as I keep adding my positions. That's about it for now. Discord community will be alerted. Zoom session will be held for the Discord community for further allocation in the plan or further change in the plan. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the love and support that you always shower on me. Please like, please comment. Gratitude to all. Love all and serve all. Have a good night.